There aren't places in the United States like this.
We are one of the only 5 Mediterranean climates in the world.
We are blessed with great weather and soils for many of the crops that you can't grow anywhere else.
The crops we grow here in California are the ones you're supposed to be eating.
We are the breadbasket of incredibly healthy food source for not just our nation, but the world.
I do believe that so much of the work that needs to be done is just educating people.
We've got to get into these kids and let them start being citizen scientists.
And I think we need leaders, young leaders who are saying, this is my future.
WestHills has been a place that really helped me prepare for the things that I may encounter in the near future as a farmer.
What I think of WestHills College, it's amazing. It's cool because it's my hometown. I got a college here, and I honestly wasn't expecting to come to college, but when I did, I'm glad I did because it's probably the best experience I've had.
The West Hills Community College District has one of the most unique assets within the public two-year community college system, and it's right here at the Farm of the Future. Our Farm of the Future is on land donated by local families where we train and provide instruction to a variety of college students across a variety of ag science programs.
I came here to this college with the intention of just taking one class, but after experiencing the first class, which is the hardest one I've taken here, I really liked it here, and that semester I ended up taking 4 classes. It's amazing here. The teachers really invest a lot of time and a lot of effort into the students.
My experience is really great. You know, I get to come out to the West Hills farm and do a lot of what I like, which is, you know, obviously agriculture, working in the pistachios and whatever crop we have and dealing with awesome people.
Just to learn the ins, the outs, and really get some experience because that's the type of learner I am, where I learn hands-on. So West Hill was a place that offered that, and I just took advantage of it.
There is here in Coalinga a world-class laboratory, 200 acres, and a multi-million-dollar physical facility that houses the technical aspects of the training that is mixed with applied learning opportunities in the field.
Coalinga and West Hills offer a lot of really helpful courses, and the teachers are amazing. They're really invested, really helpful. So that's one of my favorite parts of this school and of the West Hills here in Coalinga and its farm program.
One of the things I think students are going to really love here is that we have some really high quality faculty, and they are known nationally. They come to us from major universities to work here because of the innovation that we have going on here.
Okay, so that's how much water we need to be putting on out there when we apply this herbicide. I want this class to understand what real science is, where it comes from, how it's generated. We'll go out and go plant our broccoli. I think it should be drained. So we're doing a field experiment here to get some hands-on with that, and then we're going to go inside and do some actual little experiments.
Right now we were planting broccoli, and it's amazing. Right here it's a hands-on course. So you're not just taught about it, you're showed how to do it, and you're put into these practical applications in real life situations where you actually do what you're taught, and it just sticks so much better, especially in these really short courses.
You come out here and you learn so much more stuff about how plants work, how trees work.
We cover from planting the seed all the way to preparing the field, to the irrigation, to the technology that's used.
To be a good farmer, agriculturist, or rancher, whatever you want to call it, you need to know about physics and chemistry and a lot of soil science, and even things like the weather. And you never know enough. There's always one more thing you really don't know about that you're learning every day.
It's really cool to see how it all works, and then once it's all done, you know, you're like, wow, I really contributed to that. Like, you know, I felt like, you know, I did that.
You get to do for others. You know, you actually see your work as you're doing it, and it's a great field to be in.
There's no doubt that this is the West Hills Community College District for nearly 90 years has been serving the educational needs of the West Side. Our new campus in Lemoore is building ag science programs. Our modernization project in Firebaugh is developing new career and technical education programs. Our campus in Coalinga, nearly 90 years old, is the biggest economic impact contributor on the West Side. We're extraordinarily proud of the role that we play.
If a student wants to be engaged in what's going to be happening in the next 15 to 50 years about our planet and how we feed people, this is an exciting field to be in.
The San Joaquin Valley is truly a miraculous place on this planet. The 8 counties that make it up are amongst the absolute most productive counties agriculturally in the entire world.
Agriculture, the industry here, it's amazing. It's amazing the hard work that goes into it. We've learned how to do it better, how to make more, how to use less water, use less resources for it, and be good stewards of the land.
The food that's produced in the San Joaquin Valley is consumed all across the country.
We are unique in that we are one of the only 5 Mediterranean climates in the world.
This is one of the 5 or 6 climates of the world that help feed the world.
The agricultural activity that happens in our Mediterranean climate is critical for sustaining the rest of the country.
It is that very climate that allows us to grow the diversity of what we grow, to have the extended growing seasons of what we have here. You can plant and harvest a crop almost any month of the year in California, so that makes us very, very unique.
And so how we use the land, what we use it for, and how we grow is really critical. It's strategic, really, in terms of the kinds of food that we grow, not only for the United States, but also for the world.
The food that we grow here is homegrown, it's safe, it's cheap, and we have to make sure that our country stays secure by growing our own food.
Well, you know, farmers are the original innovators in the San Joaquin Valley. The next generation workers that we need out of the San Joaquin Valley are really ones that understand that there are far more complex technology needs in ag today than there ever have been.
With a growing population here in the United States, in California, in the world, we have to produce more food more efficiently in the same amount of area. We don't have any more area that we can grow food. We have to do it here, and we have to do it more efficiently than what we've ever done in the past.
This earth has never before had 7 billion people. It's never had 9 billion people. We don't know how to produce the food as we go toward 9 or 10 billion people.
Today, technology in ag has enabled us to at least track loosely towards the output we need to serve the 10 billion people on the planet.
This is one of the greatest American success stories. If you look at the technological innovation that has gone into the farming practices in this valley, you'll see that we are able to produce far more food on far less ground with far less inputs. And it is amazing to think that less than 20 years ago, we were getting less than 20 tons of tomatoes per acre. And if we're not getting 60 tons now, we feel like we're a failure. And that is in a short period of time. I mean, that's a dramatic improvement.
Millions of gallons of water are saved because there's no evaporation. Wonderful technology, brilliant scientists, engineers thinking of how to solve these issues, to use the resources wisely in an attempt to provide the food and resources that the world needs. And we're right in the middle of that at WestHills.
This whole program is really designed to make prospective and future students more aware of the technology elements of ag sciences, to demystify some of those inaccurate perceptions around what a career in ag looks like, and to really produce the next level technicians that can meet the 21st century needs of employers in the Valley around ag technology.
Most people think of agriculture as picking up garlic and running a tractor through the field, dragging something behind them. But the majority of agriculture now is technology. It's computers. It's using your smartphone and GPS and robotics, drones and remote imagery from satellites.
Just like a video game now, everything's done from computer or smartphone. Farming is going to be that here in the near future. So I think it'll be a fun and interesting job choice for these kids.
We have amended our curriculum. We have paved new directions around technology. We know that the 21st century workforce in ag sciences and technology is going to have to understand some of those technology advances, whether it's drones or sensors or precision ag.
It's revolutionizing agriculture. I actually have 3 former students that last month sold a company, a startup that they had. It was called Agrable. Sold it for $63 million. And they started it 4.5 years ago. And it's data mining, essentially, in agriculture.
WestHills really drives home, the ag department really drives home that thinking outside the box, what's new, what's coming down, and the ability to learn. Because it's going to change. What's happening today is going to change tomorrow.
It's exciting, it's cutting edge, it's evolving rapidly. These are all wonderful things to be a part of. Students tomorrow could learn the skills today to shape where some of that technology is going and how it's used in their careers to help a region produce food and process food for the world.
I know that there's students out there that are interested in technology. They're interested in growing food, in supplying food for the world, or helping within that industry somehow. And if that's something they're passionate about, ag technology or agriculture is something that they should investigate. It's going to be worthwhile. It's going to be something that charges them up. They're going to have more energy doing a career like that than something that maybe they make more money at, but they don't really enjoy doing.
How fast does that
It's something that we're going to always need. We're going to need young, energetic people in agriculture, especially in this valley. So I think it's a lot of jobs in it for those kids, and it's not the work that they probably expect.
There are a great many opportunities that can provide a very interesting line of work, working with and supporting growers.
And there's just so many branches and so many possibilities here in California, and that's one of the things that excites me, because it's not just one thing that I can do. There's a broad scope of things that I can look into that I can just go for.
Well, it's pretty unlimited, really, as far as how well any person can do. There's all kinds of ranges, but we've got several people in our organization are making over $100,000 a year that probably 20 years ago were probably wouldn't be anywhere near that.
We measure success many different ways at WestHills. It may be that they are interested in a transfer degree to a land-grant university. It may be that they're looking for a short-term certificate. It may be that they're an incumbent worker trying to upgrade their skills and to build skills to get that next job, or to earn that certification from a third party that will elevate their hourly wage.
We're very interested in any young man or young woman or even a middle-aged man or woman who's interested in getting back into and retraining themselves in a career.
So for us, we take 100% everybody, and I would welcome the opportunity to have them explore WestHills and see if we can meet their objectives.
I came here not knowing much about agriculture, and now I feel like I can operate a farm with the help of the technology that they have, a lot of the farm management software and a lot of the experiences that I've gained.
We've been to several field trips to these research centers such as Kearney or Westside, and I've seen the work that they've done. I see the people they are, I see how intelligent they are, the school work they did, all of that. And it's something that I want to do, just to be able to become a research scientist. It's been a really big dream and aspiration of mine.
My goal is to be a farm manager one day, to manage some acres and produce some food for the country.
What do I want to do with my life? This. I'd like to take my boss's job, I guess. I'd like to manage a farm like this. I'd have plenty more crops to deal with. I'd have trees, and it'd be cool. I like working with college students too. Like working with people like myself. I'd be able to explain what it's like. I'd understand what they know.
I think I'll be able to do the things that I came to WestHills to do, which is farm in the future.
California's Central Valley and its importance can't be understated. The agricultural engine that drives this valley serves so many purposes. Food supply and our food safety, that's primary. It's jobs, it's people, it's everything, and we have to protect it. We have to find ways to make it continue to work in the future.
Students, young people, are looking for careers. They are looking for something that they can relate to, that they're good at, and something that's important to them. And I tell students that, don't look at the salary and don't just look at the degree. What they have to look at is their interests. What do they enjoy doing? Because if you can find a job that you're really interested in, you're going to do that job well, and it's going to benefit you, and it's going to benefit other people.
I'm just hopeful that someone in junior high or high school that is toying with career exploration will give strong consideration to this unique asset called the farm of the future, and to help us thrive in the 21st century ag technology sector jobs.